Like, are we that? Are we our dark feelings? We can't just be that, right? Because I have some really dark stuff in my head. I don't tell you about. I don't tell anyone about. Even though you are just an inanimate object, I still feel you judging me, you know? Like, it's like I could see you through the lens. You're just looking right at me and thinking, I think this guy's clinically insane. I don't blame you. It's my birthday. I'm 33, which means at best 1/3 of my life is gone. So I decided, fuck it, I'm leaving. And I did. I left it all behind. My 9-to-5 bullshit job, my low IQ of a boss, my 2-bedroom apartment that is incredibly over expensive. my dog that shits everywhere on the carpet, and my wife and kid. Just couldn't do it anymore. You know, I woke up this morning. I said hi to my daughter, and my wife just said, I'll see you when you get back from work. She didn't even remember. That got me thinking, if the people alive don't remember me now, people that love me, who's gonna remember me when I'm dead? Oh shit. So I packed all my shit and moved into this Airbnb for the next you know, I don't give a shit. As far as I'm concerned, yeah, I'm not going back. I'm not going back.
Now the river Rhine sings by the linden tree, its melody.
Shit. Ooh. Okay, first night here. My lav's off, so if it's hard to hear me, sorry, I'm just going to bed. Just figured I'd do a little bedroom tour. Here it is. It's the couch. I know it's funny. Even with the option of a bed, I'm just used to it, you know. I don't know how to sleep in a normal place anymore. Okay. All right. I think it's time to call it. But you know, the nights are gonna be short because it's gonna sound a little dumb and a little embarrassing. I'm a grown man and I'm still afraid of the dark. I'm still afraid of it. I think that's pretty pathetic personally, but it's the truth. Okay. Sleeping's a little rough here. Everything just creaks, moves, sounds. I'm like flinching at them. Look. Can you see that? The involuntary twitching in my hand? It really won't stop. That's funny. Did I abandon my family? Did I just leave them to die? Alright, I'm going back to bed. Morning. Survived the night. It's gotta count for something, huh? So we're just all the life, all the sounds, the things that are talking. What do you think they're talking about? So I think today's like an introspectful day. I think we just reflect on bad life choices and just Okay, it's my wife. It's Jade. She's texting me. Where are you? So, geez, actually, she's in a bunch. One more. Where are you? Come home. Where have you been? Are you okay? Do I need to call the police? Answer, answer, answer! Exclamation points. She's worried. I know what you're probably thinking. Dylan, you are such an attractive man. How do you manage to fight off all the ladies? The other thing you were probably more accurately thinking, come on, man. Are you really gonna stay up here forever? You gotta go back home sometime, right? You can't just stay up here, can you? Can you? I've been thinking about what this is for. I don't even know who you are, whether you're watching this on a phone, laptop, desktop, theater. I mean, only if my cousin Ty, filmmaker, fucking gets a hand of. If he got a hold of this stuff and made it cool, then maybe. But no. I guess the truth is I've never taken my mortality seriously, you know. But what's the point, right? Why film it, right? Like, I'm talking to an inanimate object, but I know there's someone is receiving this, like a radio signal, like a letter, you know, to what are those things? The message in the bottle. It's like one of those, like a message in a bottle, out to sea, hoping someone picks it up offshore and just receives it. You just hope. And I think that matters because I don't think I'm the only one. So, I don't know who you are. I don't know how you found this. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. Here's the deal. I don't like my job. And no shit. It's a job. Who does? No one likes it. Yeah, I get it. But the thing that I'm constantly reminded of, right? I mean, it's not that I mind the 9-to-5, soul-crushing, all life draining thing that I do that has some kind of demand in the market of society. I don't mind that per se if the trade-off was worth it. The thing that I keep asking is, what am I getting back for what it's costing me? Because everything has a trade-off, everything has a cost. I get it. But what am I getting back? And I keep thinking about that. Not a lot. You know, I got into coding pretty early in my life. I was, 22. I was in college, and that's where I met Jade. You know, she's getting a economics degree. I'm being an idiot, getting a trying to get a master in philosophy and humanities, like a moron, because that's what my little heart desired. So she talks me out of it. Says, Dylan, you gotta wake up. No one's going to hire you if you do that. She was, ultimately right. I quit because I loved her. Like Samson and Delilah or something from the Bible. Like, told her my secret. I loved that, and she basically used it and took it from me. And granted, I was a participant. Like, I'm not a victim, but it was. I had to decide: do I love her or do I love this thing? And I've never loved anyone before. I was very young, and there's so much I didn't know, but that was my choice. That's what I made. I decided to quit and pursue something that made a little more sense. I got into a coding class, and then we got pregnant. And she had to kind of cut her studies a little short. And I was like, okay, all right. I got to figure this out, or I'm going to ruin this kid's life. And I tried to get really good, and I got with some kind of internship and turned it to a job, climbed a ladder, got picked up from a tech startup, blah, blah, blah. It's the same bullshit. So here I am. That all led me to here. And what did I get for what that costed me? What did I get? Look, I haven't been fully honest with you. My little girl. She's sick. It's bad. It's bad. She has leukemia, and she has therapy and everything, but she's just gotten frail. And I can't do it. I can't watch it. I know that makes me a coward. I know it makes me a bad father. I feel that it makes me a bad husband too. I'm leaving her to do this all on her own. I'm starting to think this solitude doesn't, cleanse your problems. I think it just reveals them. I don't think it fixes who I am. I think it just reveals it. Maybe that's who I am. Maybe I just am a problem. Two weeks ago, she just buckled her knees and fell. She had a counter. She can't even walk anymore. So, that's why I'm here. I'm here because I'm a coward. And I'm failing my daughter, who's dying. I'm failing my wife, who is coping and managing. And I can't bear to face it. I can't bear to face it. So, now you know who I am. Now you know. God. Ugh. Now you know. I have what's called pure OCD. So what happens is my brain is a fun machine that just creates the most horrific things you could possibly think of constantly, whenever it has the opportunity, a lot in the dark. So when stuff's dark, it just does that on its own. Yeah. Yeah. Look, let me just make something clear. I don't want sympathy. I don't. This is not like a feel sorry for me piece. I just want you to know where my head's at. Anyways, I'll see you in the morning. What's... Had this dream. I was in the woods, like the trees. It was dark. like really dark, like pitch black. I actually had my camera with me. I was filming. That was weird. And I just kept running. I kept running. And then I tripped. Fell face first. It was like I broke my leg. I started screaming. And screaming. No one could hear me. No one could find me. It was too dark. I was too far into the woods. I woke up. Oh, okay. Good morning. I just woke up. I don't know what just happened. Something woke me up. Did I feel something on my leg? It's like something tugged. Something pulled my leg. Literally, not a joke. Do you think dreams mean something? Like they're not just random, like the random cognitive soup of our deepest psyche? You think it means something else? I think so. I think there's something to that. If there was a reality outside of our own, if there was something else outside, it could only talk to us through dreams. Like, sure, theoretically, it could speak to us in our head. But if it did, we wouldn't know the difference between what is a thought and what is a voice. For all we know, every thought we have, we don't know where they really come from, right? We think it's us, but we don't really know. So that's what I've been thinking about. Is they gotta mean something, right? They gotta mean something. I'm not texting Jade because things are honest. It's complicated with us. Look, she's probably gonna. If you talk to her, she would tell you about how she's a victim of circumstance. How I am the villain to blame, or somebody else is the villain to blame. She'd point the finger at anyone else but herself. And I'm sure she'd be very convincing, and I'm sure you would probably somehow hate me in all this. But, there's two sides, right? So here's mine. My side of the story is she slept with a coworker. And that's a reality that I have to deal with. When she break it to me, I didn't take it very well. And honestly, you know what? I could have done better. I could have done better with how I took the information. But she just, fuck. She thinks she's a victim. She thinks it's someone else's fault. Someone else did this. She blames LaBouche. She blames the party that went late. She blames the guy. He took advantage of her. And then I was like, we should report him to the police. And she said, we don't have to do that. And then I'm like, okay, then he didn't take advantage of you. If you don't think we should call the cops. I could tell I know she's guilty. She feels it. I can tell that she feels it. She just won't say it. It would be so much easier to forgive her if she just asked for forgiveness. So now I'm stuck. Now I'm stuck with a wife that is willing to cheat on me and is unwilling to take responsibility for it. That tells me it's gonna fucking happen again. I told her I want to divorce you. I'm not sure if I'm going to, but I want to. I would have. It's when you have kids, it's so complicated. If you don't have kids, it's so complicated with children. Because you're thinking about them now. It's not just about you two, it's about this other person, and they're going to be affected by this. And you think financially, okay, are we going to be able to put this kid through college? Because I have to pay for lawyers now to fight over what stuff we get, which is also a loss of resources. Who's paying child support forever? There's no winning. There's no fucking winning in divorce. It's awful. I've seen my family members gone through it, and it's awful. And it's I don't want to, but what the fuck am I supposed to do? This woman is absent. She's not even here in our family dinners and weekends. She's just not present ever. Ever. And I don't need all this other stuff. I don't need high attention or anything like that. I just want her to be there when she's there. I guess I thought marriage was going to be a lot different than this. I thought it was going to be a lot different. But yeah, it's just like everything else. It's reality. And reality is, no matter how good you think it is, I promise you it's harder than that. So, even with consideration of all that, I was like, you know what? I might be willing to pay that price to just sign the papers and go through with it. And then our daughter got leukemia. Morbid, to say the least. It's depressing. People call it pessimistic. In actuality, it's realistic. It's what it is. Take it or leave it. 'Cause life doesn't really care, about your opinions of it. It doesn't really care how you feel about it. Because I realize people don't believe what's true. They just believe what makes them feel good. Right? No one wants to know this side of it. The truth. Me. People want to pretend like I don't exist. Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't exist. I'm the constant dancing gesture, smiling back at the King of the Universe. I think he's smiling because he's pleased with me. Turns out he's smiling because he knows how it ends.
Invest in a modest property in, say, the Isle of Man. Okay, sorry.
Oh God. She took. I could have done anything. I mean, I'm smart. I'm talented. I'm educated, right? I had dreams and a vision and fucking drive, passion. What did she have, huh? She had nothing. She had fucking nothing! She's like a virus. She's just like a cancer, and it keeps just growing and growing and growing. Look. I know you're probably judging me. You think I'm a bad husband. You think I'm a bad father. You don't know what it's like, okay? You don't know what it's like to be in my business. Stop! I can feel you judging me still. Stop. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. I wish I fucking knew how critical that decade in your 20s is. It's everything. It's everything. Whatever you decide to do then is pretty much gonna be what happens to the rest of your fucking life. Because when you get one job, it's so hard to get, and it's so fucking hard to get a single job. So the moment you get one, the odds of you getting another in another field is very unlikely. You're pretty much, the only thing you can show for having any skill set is the job you just took. And so whatever job that is, I mean, fucking, you'll be pigeonholed for the next 40 years. 40 years. I am about 10 years in. Look at that. Only 32 more to go. I have to do this again. What I just did for 10 years, I gotta do that for 30 years. Are you kidding me? No. No way. I'd rather just live in the woods than do something like that. Take my chances with Mother Nature. Something fucking touched me. It happened again. What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? So, something not chill happened last night. I heard someone. This is like a auditory hallucinations. I think I'm legitimately losing my mind. I'm not well. I'm not well. Where do I go? What do I do? I'm in hell. I'm in hell. That's it. That makes sense. It's why it's bad. It's hell. I feel something talking to me in my head. I always felt it in my chest when it was me. Get out of my head. Get the fuck out! Go! Go! There's something talking to me. It's in my head. I'm invisible. I'm nothing. I'm nothing. I'm nothing. I'm fucking nothing. So, there's this joke, right, about this guy. He walks in town and says, "Hey, do you sell the alcohol?" And the guy looks at him and says, "What are you talking about? Never heard that before in my life, right?" And so they keep arguing and talking as if one guy's talking about an inanimate object that's never existed, the other guy's talking about something that's clear as day, and they just keep like, "Are you hearing this?" So they keep talking, right? And they keep going on and on and on about the bullshit that neither one of them understand. They're both confused and they don't fucking get it! Do you understand? And this goes on. This goes on and on and on until they both drop dead. That's it. That's the fucking joke. They both just drop fucking dead! And that's... Why aren't you laughing? Why are you looking at me like that? Why aren't you fucking laughing? Lighten up, Jesus. And so, the point that I'm trying to make, it doesn't matter what you're arguing about. You're just lying to yourself. I am lying to myself. We are all fucking lying. I had a dream that I saved her, and she didn't die. She didn't die. I think it's a sign. 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 I think it's gonna be okay. I think we're gonna make this okay. I think somehow, yeah. Look. So if we figure out what happened in the dream and how that happened, it's gonna happen here in reality. Well, I mean, what else? What else are dreams, right? They're from another dimension. They're from another reality, and they're just like messages from the deep. If we can channel that, we can channel the information. You understand? Look, nobody has to die. Okay, nobody has to die. No one has to die anymore. Maybe we find a cure for immortality. Maybe death is a thing that is eroded. It is an archaic thought of the past, and we never have to go back. You understand? We never have to go back. We never have to go back. We never have to go back. You knew? Did you know? I asked you a question. Did you know? Why? Why? Ah! Stop fucking looking at me! Stop! Noi bem stem doim ba be do ba na do sam dem ba do ya de be say do ya be say ya ba. It's in my head. It's getting me to do things I don't want to do. Um, I had a dream about Sonia. She was banging on my door. And she kept saying, Dad, let me out. And I just didn't move. I just stayed there. She kept banging harder, and she started crying. She started screaming, Dad, let me out. And it just got louder and worse and worse. And she started wailing. And I didn't move. I just stayed there. And she stopped. It was silent. And I opened the door. She was gone. I woke up. She's gonna die, isn't she? Yeah. I'm not a good father. Maybe I never was. Maybe I'm just not a good person. She was. I think the 12 years with her, I think that was the only good thing I'm ever going to get from this life. I'm gonna go away for a while. And you're never gonna see me again. This is the only thing that'll be left of me, is everything on this tape. I don't expect any of you to understand. I don't expect any of you to care. All I ask, now that you've listened to everything that I had to say, remember me. Please.
Bye.